Today we will be showing you how to install the Basecamp 55 RTGO Playset. Once you have located all the tools required in order to complete the installation, make sure that you are following all the local guidelines and regulations in order to complete the installation safely. You can now start with the tower assembly section. A level and solid surface is recommended. Before setting up, please read the leveling tips in your assembly manual. You can start by unpacking the kit that we will provide for you. Make sure to locate all the necessary items in order to complete the installation. If for whatever reason there are any missing pieces, please contact us at the number listed on your screen. Locate and prepare the base bundle and locate the tower hardware bag. Arrange the items so that all 2x6s fit inside the corner brackets, and using the number 2 drive bit, fasten the bracket to the 2x6 with 2 washer head screws into the small screw holes in the bracket. Repeat this for the 3 remaining corners. To check if the base is square, measure from corner to corner, then measure the opposite corner to corner. Locate the post bundle number 1 and 2 and note the holes in each post. Each post will be oriented so the pre-drilled holes are facing outward. Note which side you want to be the front of the tower. The top holes should only be on the right and left sides of the tower facing outwards. The same process goes for the back of the tower. Press the bottom of the 4x4 post against the inside corner of the base. Fasten the 4x4 post to the 2x6 using 4 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. You may need to push the post to get it level. Repeat this process for the 3 remaining posts. Locate the floor bundle and begin by prepping one of the 60-inch 2x6s with lags and washers in each pre-drilled hole. Once prepped, align the 4 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers with the pre-drilled holes on the post and drill in. Place both of the items labeled D into the open ends of the corner bracket you just installed, and make sure the joist holders are on the inside facing up. Install these to the posts using the same hardware you used on the previous step. Place the final 2x6 on the final side of the tower and fit the corner brackets over the front and back 2x6s. Fasten them to the posts using the same hardware you used on the other posts. Using the number 2 drive bit, finish fastening the brackets into the 2x6s with 3 washer head screws on the top, middle, and bottom. Lastly, place the joists on the joist hangers. You can now move on to the floor assembly section. Locate and prepare the floorboard bundle and the floor hardware bag. Place 4 of the floorboards labeled F2, perpendicular from the joist below them. Place the floorboard labeled F1 in the middle of the tower, followed by the remaining F2 floorboards. Lastly, place the floorboards labeled F3 on the outside edges of the tower and note that the corner holes should be on the outside of the tower as shown in the manual. Using the number 2 drive bit, drill 1 polybuster screw into a pre-punched corner hole. Drill the remaining screws into the pre-punched holes on all remaining floorboards. Each hole will line up with the joists and baseboards underneath. Locate the corner seat bundle. Place the item labeled G on the bottom 2x6s in the inside of the 4x4 posts. The edges will line up with the edges of the 2x6s. Using the same method as the floorboards, fasten G to the 2x6s by drilling 4 polybuster screws into the pre-punched holes. Repeat this step on the opposite corner of the tower. You can now move on to the railing and poly slat assembly section. Locate the railing bundle. Begin by prepping the item labeled A2 with the hardware listed in the manual. Once prepped, align it with the pre-drilled holes on the posts and drill in. Place items labeled B2 and B3 in the open ends of the corner brackets. Make sure the center hole on B2 is facing the inside of the tower. Fasten them to the posts using the same hardware you used on the other posts. Place the final A1 on the back side of the tower, fitting the corner brackets over the 2x6 and fasten it using the same hardware. Finish fastening the remaining sides to the 4x4 posts. Using the number 2 drive bit, finish fastening the brackets into the 2x6s with 3 washer head screws on the top, middle, and bottom. Locate and prepare the poly slat bundle and the poly slats hardware bag. Using the number 2 square drive bit, drill 2-inch washer head screws into the poly slat boards on each side in the pre-punched holes just enough so it is barely protruding through the other side. Starting on the side with the swing beam holes, place the poly slat spacer flush with the bottom of the 2x6 board and center it on the board. one by one, install the bottom of each of the poly slats. Once finished, move the spacer up and install the tops. Repeat this same process for the back of the tower with the same amount of poly slats. You can then move on to the front of the tower. However, make sure to note that there will only be 2 poly slats used in this step and they will both be centered. Finally, move on to the remaining side of the tower and install the items labeled V. These will sit between the railing and the floor with the poly on the outside of the tower. Note that you will need at least 36 inches of space between the poly sections. You can use the entry plate from the Sidewinder slide box to help measure the correct distance. Once you have them spaced correctly, install them using the same materials you used for the other poly slats. You can now move on to the ladder assembly section. Place the ladder on the front right of the tower with the bottom of the ladder touching the ground and the top of the ladder aligned with the tower deck. Using the 2 square drive bit, drill 6 2-inch washer head screws through the pre-punched holes on the ladder into the tower 2x6. Using 2 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch lags and 5/16 inch washers, fasten the top of the handrail into the tower railing. Using 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch lag and 5/16 inch washers, fasten the handrail channel through the outer edge of the ladder. You can now move on to the swing frame assembly section. Locate the swing beam and swing frame bundles along with the hardware bag and the swing support bundle. Place the item labeled J on the ground with the holes facing up. Align the swing bearings with the pre-drilled double holes and fasten them using 12 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags. 2 per bearing. Place the item labeled K on top of J on the side of the single hole. K has a hole at the bottom of one side. Make sure that it is facing away from J. Place both O's on each side of K and J, aligning the holes as shown in the manual with the short end of O going underneath J. Fasten them together using 4 9/16 inch by 5 inch bolts, 8 3/8 inch washers, and 4 9/16 inch locking nuts. Place N in the corner between K and J, aligning the holes of S with the single holes on K and J. Fasten N using 2 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. Slide P on the other side of J, aligning the side holes on both, and make sure the straight section of P faces upwards. Fasten P to J using 2 9/16 inch by 5 inch bolts, 4 3/8 inch washers, and 2 9/16 inch locking nuts. Flip the swing frame upright and rest the end-supported end of J on the railing of the tower with the bracket on the inside of the tower. Align the holes on the bracket with the holes on the 2x6 railing. Fasten them together using 2 9/16 inch by 2 3/4 inch bolts, 4 3/8 inch washers, and 2 9/16 inch locking nuts. Place L on the ground on the outside of K. Align the center hole on L with the hole at the bottom of K. Fasten together using 1 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. Place the 2 M braces on both sides of the K. Align the pre-drilled holes and make sure the bottom hole is on the correct side. Fasten the tops of both M's to K using 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. Fasten the bottoms of both M's to L using 9/16 inch by 3 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. You can now move on to the roof assembly section. Locate the roof bundle and roof hardware bag. Place the 2 items labeled Q in the manual on the ground and prep them. Once prepped, align the lags with the top holes on the posts and make sure the holes on the one side are facing up. Fasten them using 4 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. 2 per side. Place the items labeled R and S on the ground with the end holes on the R's aligning with the holes on the bottom of S. Fasten these using 2 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. Place the 2 R's on the inside of the railings and align the holes on R with the center holes on both railings. Fasten these using 4 9/16 inch by 3 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers. 2 per side. Place one of the T boards on one of the ends of the long railings, making sure the T holes are facing up. Using 2 9/16 inch by 4 inch lags and 3/8 inch washers, drill into the smaller T holes and the railing below it just enough so that T stays in place. Then drape the canvas over S. Place the other T board on the other end of the long railings and fully drill through T and into S. You can now finish fully fastening the other side. The boards on the ends of the canvas will have larger holes. Place the 4 flags into them. You can now move on to the accessory and stake assembly section. Hang the belt swing and the trapeze from the swing hooks on the swing beam. There will be excess chain to adjust the height of the swing or trapeze to the appropriate height. Place the waterfall slide center on the front of the tower and position it so the holes are directly above the 2x6. Using the numbered 2 square drive bit, fasten the slide with 3 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch pan head screws and 5 16th inch washers. Locate and align the 2 elbow tubes together so that the holes line up with one side being a male side and the other being a female side. Install them together using a bolt, 2 washers, and a nut in each pre-drilled hole. Locate both ends of one of the straight tubes and install them together using the same hardware in the previous step. Repeat this step for the second straight tube assembly. Place both straight tubes on top of each other and align the holes and install them together using the same hardware in the previous step. Attach the concave side of the entry plate onto the flat side of the elbow tube and install them together using the same hardware you used in the previous step. Make sure to orient the entry plate so that it will be square on the tower while the elbow tube rotates downward. Refer to the manual for the correct placement. Install the opposite end of the elbow tube to the flat side of the straight tubes. Install the slide exit section to the other end of the straight tube section using a lag and washer for each hole. Have one person lift up the completed slide while the other person aligns and fastens the slide to the tower using lags and washers in each pre-drilled hole. Using a hammer, drive the stake into the ground perpendicular to the braces. Fasten the stakes to the swing beam using 2 1/2 inch by 1 1/2 inch lags and 2 5 16th inch washers.